What is up, guys? James here from the Light of Riga YouTube channel, and in this video we're going to be doing a reading for all my Leo sun sign friends. If you were born between the dates of July 23rd and August 22nd, then you are a Leo sun sign, and this video is for you. In today's reading, we're going to be doing a spread that I created, and I call it the Financial Abundance Spread. And this is going to tell us a number of things. This reading is going to tell us what your relationship to money is, what blockages you may have to financial abundance, what steps you can take to improve your situation, and the outcome if you take those steps. So basically, it's going to tell us how you relate to money and how you can better relate to money. One thing I do want to say before we get too far into this is that this is a general reading for a large group of people. Not everything is going to resonate with everyone, so I encourage you to take what works for you and leave the rest. If you do want a more personal reading where I tap into your specific energies, and you can book a personal reading with me through my website, is lightofriga.com. The link is in the description box below. Alright, so let's get on into it. Today we're going to be using the Llewellyn Tarot. It's a lovely watercolor themed deck. And I also got some citrine crystals here just to bring those good money vibes into this reading. So let's get into it. So the first card we're going to look at is this one, and it represents your relationship with money at this time, Leo friends. We've got the Two of Cups. Okay. First thing I want to say is that there's a yin to every yang and vice versa. So the positives here is I'm getting that I think a lot of you really love money. I think a lot of you are connected to money and you have an emotional connection to it. And I think that it's very good to have that, to be emotionally invested in money. But the negative here is that there might be an over-attachment to it. Perhaps your emotions are perhaps your emotions fluctuate based on how much money you have coming in. And I think that's the negative side. So yes, while you have a kind of a healthy relationship in the fact that you're emotionally connected to it and you enjoy money and you love money this is so hard to describe. When I read tarot, I get feelings, and then my job is to translate them into words, and sometimes the words just don't come. But the feeling is there. I know exactly what I'm trying to say. Bear with me. If you have any questions about what I'm trying to say, put those in the comment section. But yeah, there's an emotional connection to money, but at the same time, maybe over dependence on money to feel good. Did I say it right that time? I don't know. Okay, we'll go on to the next card and maybe we'll revisit that card. So the next card here represents blockages that you may have to money at this time, Leo friends. And we've got the Fool. The feeling I'm getting here is that there's a blockage, and it has to do with perhaps fear of the unknown, fear of trying something new, fear of leaving your comfort zone. And I think all those things are contributing to kind of you not attracting as much money as you could be attracting at this time. So, the Fool card is about taking chances, not knowing the outcome, but still going forward full force anyway. And I think there's not enough of that. And I think that's kind of a blockage, is your unwillingness to jump off the cliff and see where it goes. And you might be happy with where you're at now, but is that all the money that you could be creating and manifesting? Probably not. I think if you were to take more risks, take more chance, and minimize, or at least not be controlled by the fear that you have of change, of the unknown, I think then you could possibly attract more money to you if you could get rid of those things. So yeah, I think that's a blockage, is just you're maybe stuck in your comfort zone. You like where you're at, you enjoy it, things are great, but could they be better? Who knows? We'll see. Segue, this card represents steps you can take to improve your relationship to money and improve your financial abundance. And we've got the Horned One, which in traditional tarot is the Devil card. So give me a moment with this card. Of course. I love tarot. What the steps you can take, Leo friends, is to face your fears. what is so scary about doing something new and different? If you can face your fears in that respect, I think you're going to be unlocking a whole new potential for manifestation. I think your fears are holding you back a little bit, and you need to face them. And the way I do this is through meditation. There's a whole range. I'm not saying that's the only way to do it. There's a whole range of ways that you can, confront your shadow self. But I find that through meditation is probably the best way for me. And I think that needs to be done. I think spending time alone is going to help you to face your fears. I think, maybe a lot of us have dependence on other people. And that dependence, while good, it's great to have other people in your life, that sometimes they're kind of covering up some issues that you need to work on yourself. A lot of times we'll be so invested in our relationships that we won't look at the self. Or we use those relationships as an excuse not to look at the self. And I think looking at the self is what's needed at this time if you want to increase your financial abundance, or at least improve your relationship to money. You have to face your fears. Why are you afraid of perhaps doing something differently? What is it inside you that is making you not want to look at that aspect? Does that make sense? I surely hope so. Okay, let's move on over to this card, which represents the future outcome if you can make these changes. And we've got the Queen of Pentacles. When I think financial abundance, like the optimum place to be for financial abundance, I think of the Queen of Pentacle energy. While yes, maybe traditionally the King of Pentacles has got his stuff together, he's a businessman, I see the Queen of Pentacles as someone who is very money driven and money focused, but at the same time, that's not all there is. There's still love, there's still passion, there's still compassion for others and empathy. So I think that this is pretty much one of the best cards that we can see. If you can confront your fears, if you are willing to jump off the cliff and try something new in the realm of money, and this doesn't necessarily have to be like changing jobs. This could be a shift in the way that you perceive money. That's a risk to take, is changing your perception. So it doesn't have to be a physical, tangible thing, this Fool card, but it will lead to just being more secure. It'll lead to being in a place where money just comes naturally when you need it. That's what I see the Queen of Pentacles as. So very, very beneficial, or a very happy card here for the outcome. But you do have to make the changes. But now that we've seen all the cards as a whole, Leo friends, I think the picture is becoming a little bit more clear. And the feeling I'm getting with money is that you're happy with where you're at now. You're content. At least you're satisfied. Okay? I know pretty much 99% of you wish you had more money, but for the most part, I think you're feeling like, it's okay now. Things are fine now. But I'm getting that the reason that you feel this way is not because things are actually fine, but because you're afraid. You're fearful of going in a new direction. You're fearful of trying something new. And that's going to be, the blockage. You're fearful of shifting your perspective, perhaps. And I say fearful. I shouldn't say fearful, but there's an unwillingness to do so. Okay, let's put it that way. Not necessarily fear, but an unwillingness to jump off that cliff. Metaphorically speaking, don't go kill yourself, okay? You can't fly. But who am I to say you can't do anything? Maybe you can't fly. I don't know. But the point I'm trying to make, I'm meandering now. The point I'm trying to make is that the blockages to better financial security, abundance, and happiness lies in confronting the reasons why you don't want to change. Why do you feel so complacent now when we know that as human beings we're constantly improving, we're constantly trying to improve, right? How can you constantly improve if you're fearful of taking a leap of faith? So shadow work, it needs to be done. Look at yourself. Look at the reasons for your fear, your unwillingness, or your worry. And try to see if you can transmute those, if you can turn those into positivity, if you can shed that baggage and release that negative energy and start to move forward in a more positive way. And if you can do that, I see definite financial security. I see abundance. I see happiness. I see love when it comes to money. And this is one of the best cards for outcome-wise, like, as I said. So very positive vibes coming from this reading, if you can make those changes. All right, Leo friends, that is the reading. I hope you guys got something out of that. Be sure to do all the YouTube stuff, the liking and the subscribing and the commenting, and especially the sharing. If you guys would, I ask you guys to please share these videos with as many people as you can. The way I see it is that the more people who watch these videos, the more healing this world can experience. And so I would really appreciate it if you share with your friends, your family, your coworkers, or especially on social media, just to spread the healing around. I would appreciate that. So thank you in advance for sharing my videos. All right, Leo friends, you got some work to do. You got to look at the self and realize, and ask yourself, why am I so complacent with where I am? Do I want to move forward? And if you do, then it's a matter of looking at the self, and the outcome is going to be great. So nothing but positivity here, Leo friends. So I want to thank you for watching. Please leave a like if you enjoyed this. I want to wish love and light to you all. Happy taroting. Peace.